Hello.
Hey,
Yo,
How's everybody doing today?
doing amazing.
Excellent, excellent.
could be better.
Could be better.
Yeah,
We'll dig into that now. Before that, though, we're gonna introduce our very special guest tonight, Miss Alicia Robinson, joining us for the first time. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. Long day, but a good day.
That's what we like. Very, very good. Excellent. Where are you calling us from? Where are you?
I'm currently in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Oh, very, very
hanging out with my
nice.
cats in my apartment.
That's fun. That's
sounds
fun.
like a good time to me.
Absolute.
What
Don't have
about
to worry
you? Where
about
are
it.
y'all calling in from?
Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Okay,
I'm in Charleston, South Carolina.
There you
okay.
go. There we go. Keeping it in state. In the Carolinas. That's very,
hmm
very, very, very good to see. Excellent, excellent. Well, Alicia, great to have you on. Or Big Al, as the nickname
Big
is.
Al, yeah, yeah.
Big
You
Al. We're gonna
introduced you
go with.
wrong. It's supposed to be Big
Yeah,
Al.
that's the. I gave her the. I went with the official name. I went with
Put
the
some
government
respect on
name.
the name.
Yeah. There
I'm
we
not
go.
just average Al. It's Big Al.
It's
Big
Big
Al.
Al. There we go. There we go. Oh yes. Absolutely. Well, yeah. Welcome to episode 96,
Six.
everybody. 96?
96, yeah.
Word. That works. Yeah, no, we are 4 away from the 100 mark, the century mark, almost there. And we're gonna get underway soon. But before we do, Jay, how are you doing today? I didn't mean to cut you off earlier, but when we have a special guest, might as well.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I did the same as you last time. It's all
Yeah,
good.
there we go.
I'm good. Just watching a little basketball. My Brooklyn Nets did not make it as far as I'd hoped,
Oh, I
but
got something for you.
he's going to get the stinking jersey. Watch he brings
Wait,
out.
why
He's
am
about
I
to.
scared?
He's about to. No, he's about to bring out that old behind Sixers jersey from like back 20 years ago. Sixers jersey.
Because it's a collectible.
I guess,
At
but
least you
yeah.
know it's coming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta know. With hey, with all that being said, he definitely deserves to bring it out. His team swept my team.
Oh, okay, let's show it, Glenn.
He's bringing a broom.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh
Got this
yeah.
for you, Jay. And in
Yeah.
case if you want to get sophisticated, got one of these too we can use.
Got the
We can
Swiffers.
sweep
Don't
these
tell
up.
me you ran down your stairs to go and grab that.
Yeah, I should have brought this up before the show. I was really excited. I had it all laid out and I forgot to bring it upstairs. But this Jay, this is for you. I'm gonna leave it nice and neat so you can see it. Let's see a good spot for it. Let's leave it right here.
Yeah,
Upside
I
down.
deserve it. I do
This will be
deserve it.
Jay's friend for the night.
I do deserve it.
There we go.
My expectations from my Brooklyn Nets. I tried to overlook, Joel Embiid. I don't know why I did that, and we got swept. So I got to listen to you for the next however long while you talk about your Sixers. I can't wait till they
Hey,
get pushed out the playoffs too, because we know it's coming. But
Very soon.
yeah.
very, very
But
soon.
outside of
Uh,
that, I'm good. Matter of fact, to make matters worse, my Clippers also lost. But I mean, I'm okay with that loss though. I'm fine with that loss. We're down our two top players against three, future Hall of Famers. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, Brooklyn could at least squeeze the game out, but we didn't. So
that would have made it a little bit better for you, but
Maybe
they,
next season,
next season,
maybe next season.
exactly,
but
exactly.
probably not.
Yeah, that was always the thing for the Nets. Their season was always next season. Every it's like the Cowboys in football. It's always next year. It's never this year. It's next year. Just don't worry about it.
They keep kicking the can down the road like I've ever seen. Jeez, it is.
Yeah.
It's always upcoming, but they're gonna get the job done.
Yep.
So yeah. No, they fought hard, just a little too much. Tobias Harris with a big game, of course. Oh, look, Big Al, what is your biggest takeaways from the playoffs? What's been the most exciting series that you in your mind so far?
Honestly, I did have. I was thinking that the Bucks were going to go all the way, but with Giannis out, and I don't expect him to come back, that really has messed up things for me. So currently, who I think is going all the way is the Lakers and the Celtics.
That's
I see it. Look
Celtics.
up.
I can definitely see that. Definitely can see the Celtics.
I don't know. Jay doesn't see that
Not sold.
though.
I'm not sold on the Lakers yet. Jay is
No.
in
The
love with the
thing
Lakers. I'm
is,
just not.
is that depending on LeBron, it can go either way because he's not a very he's very back and forth. He's inconsistent.
Especially in his older years, I would say. He's having his supporting cast has done a lot, and one of the main reasons, I think, the main reason that they're 2-1 right now on Memphis. Did you get a chance to watch any of that Lakers game the other
I
day?
did.
You did. It was
Yeah.
a crazy game, whole bunch of wild stuff. Just when you thought it was over, it wasn't, and back to.
Oh ja turned up in the
Ja
fourth quarter. I mean, they won outside of the first quarter, the Grizzlies won that game by double digits in the second through the fourth quarter. Real quick though, how you guys felt about Dylan Brooks? Did you think that Tech was deserved, or you think that the refs just blew it out of proportion?
Honestly, I supported it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, a Tech worthy. Yeah, I don't know if it was a flagrant 2 worthy. Problem was it didn't look. The idea is you're going for the ball, but the ball was over here, and he hit a set of other balls that was far away that caused pain. So that's kind of where you're gonna. That's where you're gonna draw that flagrant 2, and yeah, I think that with Dylan Brooks' history, it definitely. They say it doesn't play into a factor, but you know it does, and the game was relative what we thought was decided at that time, but it ended up not being. But yeah, so I think that it was definitely going to be a flagrant 2, especially when Harden got ejected for basically the same thing, and
Right.
honestly, kind of a worse thing. So I mean, you can't not throw out Dylan Brooks and throw out James Harden. So.
Yeah. No, I was thinking the same. I mean, looking at it, I'm kind of in the same boat with you, Glenn. Tech, yeah, but I mean to be thrown out the game, I mean, it's real
Yeah.
dicey. Yeah, it was just real kind of dicey to throw him out the game. I mean, many times I feel like if you throw a guy out of the game, you're looking at his history and stuff. They tell us it's not based on the history of the player. But I mean, Dylan Brooks has been ever since really this season. He's been trying to make a name for himself, calling out everyone he goes against or whatever with stature. Obviously, he had the comments after Game 3 about LeBron basically being old. I mean, Game 2 about LeBron being old. So I mean, obviously, he's trying to like gain a lot of notoriety in his name. So I mean, like I said, still wouldn't have probably ejected him, but I mean, I would have definitely, at best, just gave him a tech and let LeBron go to the free throw line and just shoot too. But I'm one of the guys I don't really believe in the Grizzlies anyway. So I wasn't really, especially Dylan Brooks. I think Dylan Brooks is like every time we talk about Dylan Brooks, it's always about what he says or what he does or the crazy hairstyle he had in Game 1 with like one braid up front, like another. It was crazy. But we talk about that more than his actual gameplay. Nobody ever talks about what he does. I mean, he's averaging like in his career like 14 points, and the fact that he's trying to call LeBron James old or talk about LeBron in any type of light when LeBron's averaging 27 for his whole 20-year career and you're 14 and you're like a couple years like. So yeah, I'm not really a huge Grizzlies fan, but I want to take it back to Big Al here because Big Al said that she has the Lakers and the Celtics going.
I
Uh,
do.
to be honest, I feel I made that face because when you say the Celtics, I can't really disagree with that. I'm more of a Lakers guy because I'm just a fan. I'm like a general fan of LeBron. I'm not like the crazy Bron guys in the corner or whatever.
The goat,
Like,
the goat.
right, yeah. I mean, I personally consider him the GOAT, but that's just me. But I mean, I'm just a.
When are we having that debate?
There you go.
We can
I'm
have it
just a,
now.
God,
we probably can, but yeah, like I said, I'm just when you say the Celtics, I'm trying hard not to look at it. It's like it's in front of my face. But when you look at what the Celtics have, I mean, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, you got Malcolm Brogdon playing great basketball. You got Derek White playing great basketball. You got Robert Williams, trying to establish himself back in since he's been off injury. Al Horford is still Al Horford. And I mean, just what those guys all can do, what they represent offensively and both defensively. I just try to look other places in the East. I really try not to give them the credit. I guess I'm called the hater. I don't know, but
But you know what? I really respect your opinion because I'm glad you could say it.
right, yeah,
Because
definitely.
Celtics fans, different breed right there.
Oh yeah, no, Celtics fans,
No
they
offense, y'all.
actually. I mean, no, you cut them open and they bleeding green like it's crazy. But yeah, no, like I say again, just I be trying to look for other reasons, and even crazier than that, you say you had Milwaukee at the beginning. I personally don't even have Milwaukee. I didn't even have Milwaukee because yeah, Giannis is going to be Giannis. Drew Holiday is one of those stars that I mean, he's just a very solid star. But their second option, Chris Middleton, I mean, he's ever since coming back from injury, he hasn't been the same Chris Middleton that last year, the year that they won a championship. So they're really hoping that he can come back into his own. Bobby Porter's off the bench is good. I like the addition of Jay Crowder, but I mean also Brook Lopez was arguably a defensive player of the year candidate. So I mean, I like what Milwaukee does, but I'm just, I feel like at the end of the day, it's gonna be all relying on what Giannis does if he comes back. Because I mean, obviously he's his team's now down in the series after the day they went down 2-1 to the Miami Heat. So looking at what they can do, like I said again, Giannis is obviously the whole. It's like Giannis is like the whole vehicle for what they can and cannot do. So I mean, looking at
Honestly,
Boston,
if you're relying on one player, it's not a good team.
that's exactly that's exactly what I was getting at. The fact that you're looking at Boston, they got two very, very solid guys who can obviously get it done any given night in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You're looking at obviously the Lakers. You mentioned you got LeBron, you got AD. You obviously now once this series is probably over with, I'm hoping the Clippers can make a comeback, but I don't know. But if the Phoenix Suns get out of this series and they advance, you're looking at possibly three guys who can get it done. So that's just my only concern with the Bucks is that they're Giannis or bust. And I mean, just historically over time, that method of one superstar winning the championship for you just isn't going to work.
Yeah, I agree.
It's tough to do. I mean, other than Dirk, can you really think of one superstar guy on a team that led? Although, to be fair, Giannis did it. Are you saying, but he had Middleton before the injury, you were saying?
No, I'm saying like when Giannis did it, Middleton was still playing all-star caliber basketball. That method of basketball has proven to work because obviously when LeBron beat the Golden State Warriors in 2016, you had obviously LeBron being LeBron, but I mean Kyrie Irving was an all-star caliber player. So you've seen like that type of formula of a team do it. But I mean, again, when you're looking at the Bucks, again, Drew Holiday obviously every other night he can make something happen for you. But as far as that consistent, reliant number two option, clear cut number two, I feel like the Bucks right now they're missing that. But like I said again, you mentioned the Celtics. That's why I'm sitting here because I'm looking. I look in the East. I try to find someone. Try to find something.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like I like Miami, but they just don't have enough talent. They're starting undrafted guys, and again, nothing wrong with undrafted guys, but at the end of the day, when you get deep in the playoffs, everybody's injured. You're dealing with stuff. It's gonna get down to the nitty gritty, and I feel like talent is really what takes away from that team because Miami doesn't score the basketball often. So, I mean, I look at them. I don't got them. The Cavs and the Knicks got the opportunity to be a compelling series. Whoever comes out of it right now, the Knicks is up 3-1. So I mean, that has all the makings. Looking like the Knicks. The Knicks as a team, they play good basketball. Obviously, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle. Obi Toppin plays well. You got what's my guy? I'm thinking of him. RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett had a great game today. So I mean, but they're not ready in my eyes to compete for the conference championship, let alone to come out of the East. So yeah, like I said, I guess I have to just. Oh, I mean, obviously we got Glenn stinking Sixers. They got Doc Rivers, and they still got James Harden, Doc Rivers. Joel Embiid is still trusting that process. That process
There
process
it
has
is.
been. Look at it. Just look at it. That's ridiculous. But he brought that. We got Joel Embiid out here. He's been trusting that process for like a decade. That's I've never seen a process load that long. But
At that point, you just refresh the page.
at that point, you just get rid of it. You just throw
Just
it away.
refresh the page.
You just throw the whole computer out the window. We don't even need it anymore. And like I said, I don't trust Doc Rivers at all. I don't trust Doc. I don't trust James in the biggest moments. So I mean,
I can't argue with that. I can't.
yeah, it's just to me personally though, it is very set up for Boston to make their way back to the NBA Finals once again. As much as it pains me to say it, just looking out east, I mean, I don't really see much competition for the Boston Celtics at this point.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the Giannis injury, I had the Bucks coming out even past the Sixers the first round. Some people are marking them. But even with the injury to Giannis, they're still a very tough team to beat. But they're not winning the whole. They're not getting to the finals without Giannis. So I mean, I think they can still beat Miami. They just need to get one more good game, and then Giannis should return. But I mean, they're not getting all the way. They're not getting past. I mean, geez, the Knicks or Cavs may even give them a tough. They may not even get past them if Giannis isn't there. Because I mean, they're sneaky teams right now, and the Knicks are just dominating Cleveland at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like the Knicks can present a very unique problem for the Bucks. I mean, because they got multiple guys who can get it done. They got quickly, obviously Jalen Brunson, again, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, Obi Toppin. I mean, those guys are proven in this series against a very young Cavs team that, you give any one of them the ball, they can make something happen for you any given night. So I'm looking at the Knicks. I wish that the Cavs, low-key, honestly, is kind of disappointing because I think many people had the Cavs coming out of this, this series, going down 3-1. I forgot the kid's name. Donovan Mitchell only had 2 points in the second half. He was held to 1 of 9 shooting. I mean, they're just crumbling right before our very eyes. But I don't know, man. I don't really know. I feel like if we can just, huh?
I was just gonna say, how funny is it gonna be if Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell win a total of 1 playoff game?
Right, exactly. They left Utah where they was at least winning 2, and now they're only winning 1. So, but I feel like if we could just pull out one of the teams in the West and drop them in the East, and like just allow any team from the West to get to play in the Eastern Conference, then I would probably pick that whatever Western Conference outside of Memphis. I'm not a fan of Memphis. But I feel like any team would probably make for a better suitor against Boston than what's in the East. I feel like Boston's just gonna walk to the East. But Big Al, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So you say, obviously you're a basketball fan. Who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
Of all time?
All time. If you had to watch one person play, who would you want to watch?
I'm gonna need a minute to really think on this because I don't want to say an answer unless if I'm fully confident on it.
Okay, yeah, definitely take your time.
I can answer in the meantime.
Okay.
I can get an answer in the meantime. Give you some time. Kobe Bean Bryant.
So you're going Kobe.
That's the one person I would want Kobe. All time, not even debate Kobe. And then maybe John Stockton would have been nice to see him. Obviously, you want to watch MJ, but that's kind of a normal answer. One guy I would wanted to watch. This is a sneaky. One guy I want to watch. Tracy McGrady was somebody I would have wanted to watch. He would have been somebody I wanted to watch in his prime.
Honestly, y'all, I hate to be that person, but I'm gonna go MJ. I feel like you can't go wrong with him, and as a Tar Heel fan, I feel like it's in my blood to say MJ. Plus, I'm from Wilmie originally, somewhat. And he's from my hood, not hood, neighborhood.
Nah, it's from your hood. He's from your block. It's all good.
He's from yeah. That's all. It's all good. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, he's the GOAT for a reason, so he's gonna be a lot of people.
Second
person they want to watch.
Second.
GOAT.
No, he's not.
All right. I mean, let's not fight while there's company here, okay? Let's not.
No, because I'm probably the ref.
Well, this is a long awaited debate that we know we're on different sides, but we've never had it. I clearly think MJ is the GOAT. LeBron is the second best, or honestly, second or third in there. No, he's third best. LeBron. I put third. LeBron
Who's
third.
y'all's favorite player currently, though?
Currently playing basketball?
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that was easy. Give me Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy
I like
Butler's
watching.
definitely in my top 5.
I like watching a good Jimmy Butler and Giannis too. He's
I'm a
definitely
good
he's
Luca
definitely
fan.
Luca magic.
Thank
I
you.
was kind of sad to see the Mavericks not go as far as I want them to go, but you know what? I'm a Luca fan
Yeah,
through and through.
yeah, fact. No, I'm a huge Lucas supporter. But I mean, whenever you decide that you want to just ignore playing defense already coming into the season, and then when you give up your best two defensive players for another offensive player, like we don't have the best offensive player in the league already, when you do that, I mean, it's a kind of recipe for disaster. So it's very now that is, I mean, as far as history goes, when it's all said and done for Luka's career, whenever that is, I feel like this, him missing the playoffs probably is going to be something that many people remember. But I mean, again, like many people feel like in order for Luka, because now he's in that right now, because given the fact that he obviously missed the playoffs, many people had him coming into the season as the MVP favorite. But now it's like, is he even a top 5 player? So I don't believe it. I think he is top 5, of course. But I mean, one thing that he definitely does have to take into account and have to get better at is on the defensive end. But we obviously know what he can do offensively. I mean, you watch him play offensively, it's not a shot he can't make on the court. I mean, he got the step back, mastered. And one thing about him that he plays at his own pace. He's not gonna go too fast. He's not gonna go too slow. Like no
He
matter
knows
how
what he
fast
can do.
exactly. He's mastered his ability at making sure he can do exactly what he can in the best way he possibly can. Like you can have the best defender in front of him, and he's still gonna make him look like an average guy. So again, it does pain me not to see him in the playoffs. Also, for what the Mavericks did, they could have kept Jalen Brunson, and because now obviously Jalen Brunson with the Knicks doing his thing, but they could have kept Jalen Brunson, kept Dorian Finney-Smith, kept Spencer Dinwiddie, or get try to flip those guys and get a better defender or something. But the fact that they went that route was very very questionable. But yeah, I'm a huge Luka guy. Luka definitely, I feel like a guy that when it's all said and done, is going to have multiple rings. As long as Mark Cuban decide to actually put some complementary pieces around him besides offensive guys who's and big men who probably wouldn't even start on other teams than Maxi Kleber and Norman Powell. No disrespect to those guys, but I don't think we're ever going to see a championship one is Maxi Kleber and Norman Powell being your starting 4 and 5. So
Wait, Norman Powell isn't he on the Clippers?
not Norman Powell, you know what I meant, the Powell kid. I can't even think of his name. That's how irrelevant he is.
I
I
literally
forgot
don't
his
know.
name. I forgot his name. Powell for the Mavericks. He pissed me off.
I don't know. Well, yeah, no. Luka definitely plays his pace. Another player that does that is Jokic. Without doubt,
Oh yeah,
he
Jokic is
plays at his
also
pace too. You
unreal.
can't speed him up. There's no point because I mean, you try to bite and he'll just pull it like a what are those thing called the people that pull the
Lure?
red
Or-
flag and they pull like a red towel from a bull and they pull it.
Oh,
What are those called?
not the jockeys. The
I was gonna call them the Bull dudes.
I know what you're
bull
talking
du-
about though.
We're going with the bull dudes.
Bull
That's
dudes.
a good name. Yeah,
Okay. Matter
we'll
of
roll
fact,
with that one.
since you brought up Glenn, since you brought up Jokic, I gotta ask you both. Who do you guys have winning this year's MVP?
Give me Joel Embiid.
Yeah, it's only out of 3 guys. It's only out of Joel, Jokic, and
No, I'm
Giannis.
biased. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Sixers fan. Joel Embiid.
Okay. Big Al, what you
He's doing
got?
on both sides of the ball. He's having his best year I think ever. And if he doesn't win MVP this year, he never will. And it's just not it doesn't make sense. Jokic is playing incredible, but yeah, I think Embiid's gonna take it this year.
And I have to agree.
With Joel Embiid?
Because
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Giannis, but I just think that this year's not his year. Maybe.
Yeah. I think the problem I think right now, and many people have already said it, but Giannis is going through that LeBron syndrome to where his greatness is just so normalized for him. We see it as him having a 30, 10, in 6 year, on very efficient shoot, because I mean he's around the rim a lot. We see it as normal. Or whenever he goes for like 38 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists,
It's just
we see
Giannis.
it. Yeah, it's just Giannis being Giannis. He's Giannis for a reason. So like I said, he's going through that LeBron syndrome to where what he does is always is going to be looked at as
Normalized.
right. Exactly, they're going to normalize it for him. And because I mean, if you want to be honest, I think this season he had better numbers than he did one of his MVP seasons. So I mean, when you couple that in with the fact that when you're talking about best player if the award was going to the best player on the planet, it would go to Giannis. If it goes to the best player on the best team, will also go to Giannis. So I mean, those metrics, yeah, but the MVP is partially narrative based. Obviously, if Jokic is to win it, he would be the first player to win 3 MVPs consecutively. I believe Larry Bird. Many people got.
Did Magic win a 3 in a row?
I know it was either Magic or Larry. I want to say Larry. I definitely fact check myself on this in a few, but and like I said, if you look at Joel Embiid, he's kind of like his teammate James Harden, because at one point James Harden was always second. It was either James Harden or Kevin Durant was second in MVP voting. So James Harden obviously broke through and won it. And like I said, when you look at what Joel Embiid's done, he's done this season what no center's done really since Shaq or Kareem. So I mean, he's more than deserving of it. I'm a Jokic fan, so off just fandom, I would like to see Jokic win his 3rd, just to make a lot of people mad. But if I had to go based off of performance this season and who I feel like deserves MVP, I feel like Joel Embiid, because I mean, just looking at his season, just looking at his career, coming in, obviously missing time, come back missing time. Many people thought that he was going to be that center who just, that guy in the league who can never stay healthy. But I mean, changing that, and I mean, for like the past 2 years, being the top 3-4 seed out of the East, being obviously the unquestioned best player on his team. I mean, scoring champs. I think 2 scoring champs, or I know one definite scoring champ. So I mean, when you're looking at stuff like that, what he's able to accomplish, and I mean, just the fact that he's staying healthy and contributing on both ends of the court, I feel like you have to take that into consideration, and I feel like he should definitely end up winning his first MVP this season.
Not us all agreeing.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? We're not supposed to be agreeing, but it is.
Now I feel like I gotta say something. Now we got something. Yes. Somebody's gotta say something different now.
Yeah, I was gonna say Westbrook, but I think he can win it this year.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
although I'm gonna give him, I'm not gonna hate on Russ.
No,
I'm not gonna hate on Russ.
We already said we're all agreeing.
Not gonna hate on Russ.
No. I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about the whole MVP thing anymore. Let's go ahead and give Russ a little bit of love here, Glenn, shall we? I mean, 37 points yesterday?
I would give him so much
prior.
I would give him plenty of love in this next segment if you just said one thing.
What?
You were dead wrong for picking the Nets over my Sixers. Remember?
I was dead wrong for that.
There we go.
I don't know why. Listen, Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas was all I had. No, I'm sorry, Cam Johnson was all I had to really bank on. I knew for a fact size, like Nick Claxton is like my size. Like literally, he's just taller. Like he wasn't gonna be able to deal with no Joel Embiid. So I was just hoping, like, okay, Joel Embiid is gonna go off, get his 40, 38, 45, 50 points, but we're gonna have to keep everyone else in check. James Harden is gonna have to play like playoff James Harden. Tobias Harris is gonna have to be a non-factor. Tyrese Maxey is a pretty good player. But I mean, outside of those extra 3 guys, you guys don't really have anybody. Like you got Korkmaz and stuff, like people like that. Like who's Korkmaz? You don't even know Korkmaz. So that's what I'm saying. Like I thought that we were going to be able to edge you guys out as far as in like the depth category, but
the opposite effect happened. You kept Embiid on the low, and everybody else shined.
But see, the thing is, though, like honestly, this first round for Joel Embiid is one of his greatest playoff series ever. The fact that you say we kept him on low, what he was able to do in these games
from scoring
was absolutely monumental. I mean, he controlled the game. The amount of double teams that he caused Like we talked about it one show before. He's catching the ball at the 3-point line and they're double teaming him. Like the attention to detail that you have to play defensively towards a Joel Embiid. Like what he was able to do, getting Tyrese Maxey involved, James Harden. I mean, like I said, their first game they had the best 3-point shooting game they had all season. And I mean, James Harden playing decent ball, Tobias Harris chipping in. The backup center played very, very well all this whole series. And obviously Tyrese Maxey just been Tyrese Maxey. So, I mean, he didn't score a lot, but I mean, again, if you look at all the stuff that he's done in that series, just hands down, he's like a man amongst boys out there. So yeah, I'll definitely give him his love, but
yeah, he held him off the score sheet as far as the points go, but he was assisting and he was playing right and smart with the ball, and it paid off. But as far as Russ goes and company, people in general can hate on Russell Westbrook. You can say he turns the ball over. He has some bad shots from time to time. He is just he's just not that winning mentality in the playoffs. He doesn't have that extra whatever you want to say about Russell Westbrook. You can't say anything about the fact that he gives 125% anytime his name is called, anytime it comes on the line. He is there. He will play through injury. He won't get injured. He will just be there. He will show up. He will do everything possible to get the job done. He did it with the Lakers when LeBron and AD were out. He was still there, battling to the end, trying to get him to the playoffs. Now Kawhi and PG are down, and he's battling, putting up great points, just fighting to the end to get the job done. He obviously had some turnovers in Game 3 that were tough, but again, you're asking, he's going to get all the hate for it, and he's still not going to get any love for being the only one there and playing through injury. So, big shouts out to Russ. He is a hustler beyond belief, and he honestly, he still got stuff in the tank where I think he just needs somebody that's staying healthy. And Stephen A. said something about Kawhi, is him saying he's like one of the worst superstars of all time, or something along the lines of that, because of the fact that he hasn't been playing through he's a playoff injury like crazy recently. And so, he just needs somebody that plays through injury. And if Kawhi doesn't play Game 5, he's gonna go down in my eyes. I see Kawhi as one of the best players, like one of the best two-way players of all time. But for him to back out like this, I know injuries and all, but I mean sometimes it's playoffs. You got to play through injuries. Like I guarantee you, Russ is hurt in some form, and he's still playing through it. So, shouts out to Russ. Good job too.
I would like to say that Westbrook has done a really good job of making a name for himself. Even people who aren't into basketball like that, if you say the name, they know who he is. You know what I mean? Like, mad respect to him for that as well.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, when you look at, like I say, all the hate that he got Lakers, I mean, just actually all blasphemous. But beforehand, even though I'm the biggest Russ guy on the planet, I can't go talking Russ without talking about the team he's playing against, the Phoenix Suns. I mean, right now they're up on their series 3-1. Ever since that first game of the series where they lost to the Clippers, they've just been on another level. Their formula of success so far has been get Devin Booker the ball early. Kevin Durant remained consistent throughout the game, very efficient the way he is. Sprinkle in some DeAndre Ayton in there. And in the fourth quarter, Chris Paul just take it over. I mean, when you look at game 3, you look at game 2 when the Clippers lost 109 to 123. Every shot that the Clippers had coming back into it, Chris Paul had to answer. You look at game 3, same deal. And that was also, no matter of fact, that was a game that Devin Booker dropped 45 when Russ dropped 30 on Norman Powell for the Clippers, because I was thinking about him. He dropped 42. So, I mean, that team, what they're able to do, their offensive game plan is absolutely brilliant for what they got, because obviously you got Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, which is 3 guys who are mid-range, gods as far as the basketball terms go. So they get, they put DeAndre Ayton with them in a high pick and roll. They get to their mid-range, they get to their spot. Ty Lue has coached his tail off this whole series. mixing up the defense, mixing up the coverages, trying to get those guys out of their game. Because I mean, let's face it, whenever you're like I mentioned earlier, whenever you're three Hall of Famers, three definite Hall of Famers one day, and Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker, and you only got one on the other side in Russell Westbrook. I mean, it's but so much a team like that can do. But I mean, again, you look at what Phoenix is doing. They were like I believe 11-1 or 13-1 in games that Kevin Durant played since he's been acquired to the Phoenix Suns, and they're just playing very clean basketball. I want to see more out of DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns moving forward. But like I said, whenever you got teams focusing so heavy on stopping Kevin Durant and Devin Booker is seeing single coverage on guys as second, third best defenders, he's having a field day. And I mean, he's definitely showing for it, carrying the scoring load. And Chris Paul, it seems like the recipe's working, and what he's doing this postseason, these past two games is very good. Like he's showing up in the fourth quarter, hitting big shots. I don't know if you guys seen it. He hit I think one of the last possessions of the game for Phoenix. Devin Booker drove to the paint, and I think what it was, I think the shot clock was going down. Chris Paul must have thought that the ball didn't touch the rim. Chris Paul got it on the baseline, just turned around and just threw it up in the air, and I'm talking all net. So I mean, he's been playing on a whole nother level. So again, I'm still holding out hope. I'm just waiting on my phone to go off telling me that that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are going to play in Game 5. I might as well go cry myself to sleep because I don't think that's happening. But if hopefully it does, and we make it interesting at least. But how this series is shaking out again, it's looking like Phoenix is going to move on and go play Denver, because once Denver dispatch of this horrible Timberwolves team, then that'll be the next round matchup, Jokic versus KD in the second round. So like I said again, hopefully we got something to say about that.
Nuggets in 5.
You got Nuggets in 5.
Right, that's crazy.
Maybe 6.
More
Nuggets
like it.
6.
Nuggets are winning the series. I don't care
so you're going Nuggets too.
Not in 5.
But you're going Nuggets in 6?
Maybe 7.
Okay, so you got Nuggets in 7. I honestly can't see that game going anything that's not 6 or 7. I mean, when you look at it again, you got Jokic, who, I mean, everybody's demanding that he has some postseason success. But then you also got a team that ever since every game that Kevin Durant's played in, they only lost once. So, I mean, with the two-time reigning MVP on one team and obviously a top 15 player to ever touch a basketball on the other team, coupled with one of the best point guards to ever touch a basketball as well on that team, I feel like that's a game I feel like as a fan, we would be robbed of watching a very, very great series if that thing ended in 4 or 5 or even 6. Like that has to be a game 7 in Denver. I don't see how that game ends anywhere else except for a game 7.
I'm glad you agree with me. And not Glenn.
Yeah, I don't
the
know
odd
what
man
Glenn's
out
talking
over
about.
here. Okay.
Yeah, no, 5 games, you're just disrespectful. I'm not doing that at all.
I think you, Jay, are underrating Denver. I mean, they're just so
all.
clean. And I
I'm
mean,
not
5 games,
Denver.
6 games. I see. My true prediction is Denver in 6 games.
Okay, so all right, cool. So let me ask you this. So you say, okay, you got Denver in 5 or 6, right?
6. That's my genuine.
6. Okay,
6
Denver in
teams.
6. Fine. What is the strategy to stopping the Phoenix Suns? Like what is the game plan? Like if you're the head coach, what is it about Denver or what is it about Phoenix that you feel like you could just stop in 6 games if you're Denver?
I mean, you could. In these games, it's a matter of scoring. So Denver's been scoring at will against Minnesota, and so in the games the Suns and Clippers are playing, it's all about scoring. So So it's going to be a high-scoring series, of course. But for me, I think they just match up better. Porter, I would put Jamal Murray on Devin Booker. I would put Porter or Green on KD, and I would put who's their guy?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. We can't go any further. You said Jamal Murray is guarding who?
Booker. What am I thinking of here?
Did you not just see Devin Booker go get 45? What about okay? I'm sorry. Okay, what about 30? Like, you're telling me Devin
Hang
Booker
on.
is going to get guarded by
Who is number 5 for Denver?
Caldwell Pope,
Caldwell Pope. Okay, KCP. That's what I'm thinking.
KCP? Yeah.
I put him on Booker. That's what I don't know. I just said Murray because I was running out of names.
So you're running man coverage.
Yeah, to start because I
No,
mean you can't.
yep.
Because you're
That's how they're going to get killed. You know what they're going to do if you run man. You know what they're going to do?
Man coverage.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking like it's football. If you go man in that series, all they're going to do is what they're doing to the Clippers. They're going to get DeAndre Ayton. They're going to make sure whomever's got Jokic, they're going to put him in the ISO. They're going to put him in a pick and roll. Get Jokic guarding Devin Booker or get Jokic guarding KD, and you're going to be good in that iron.
I mean, yeah, obviously that's a very, very good point. But what if you get what are they going to do on like what are they going to do on defense? Who's going to match up? Who's going to stop Jokic, Gordon, Porter, Murray, and KCP?
I mean, when you're talking about Murray, CP3 is going to take that. He's going to have to take that ballot. Now, do I think he's going to stop him in any cases? No. But I mean, in the day, that's going to be that. You got KD for KD's going to end up probably guarding Michael Porter Jr. You're going to stick Torrey Craig on KCP or Aaron Gordon. No. You're going to put Torrey Craig on Aaron Gordon, and Devin Booker's probably going to stick Caldwell Pope.
So they're running man too.
I mean, if they end up running man, yeah. But I mean, end of the day, just the whatever answer you can find for this Phoenix Suns team.
But yeah, what is your take on the?
Yeah.
What coverage are they running?
What coverage are they running? You got to break the bread.
You got it. What's your coverage here?
Repeat the question.
What is the?
All
right. So, Jay, you go.
So basically, he's saying that obviously he's saying the Denver Nuggets. He had 5 originally, but he changed it to 6.
But I have him in 7.
But I'm saying though, so what I'm asking Glenn is, since he's saying 6, like he's just saying it like, oh, it's smoothly going to be 6. Like it's Denver's going to win.
I think it's going to be a fight for it.
But that's what I'm saying. But Glenn has it. Denver is just going to win. Like, oh, they're going to.
No,
originally
I
he
think
said
it's
5.
definitely going to be. I think it's going to be definitely It's going to be up to. What am I trying to say? It's going to be iffy. You know what I mean? Like it could go one way or it could go the other. They're really going to have to work for it. Both teams are going to have to work for it.
Right.
I don't think it's just going to be. I don't think it's going to go in like an easy win. Like I think it could go either way.
Yeah,
okay, all right. Matter of fact, well, listen. I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
Which one player you feel like has the better series, Jokic or KD?
Just based off of reputation, I'm gonna have to go with KD.
KD has the better series. Okay, so you're saying it's gonna be ended in 7. KD's gonna have the overall better series.
I'm gonna have to go with that. Yeah.
Okay, who do you got? Okay, outside of KD, because so KD's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Who's 2nd? Jokic or Devin Booker?
I'm gonna go with Jokic.
Okay, so who's your 3rd out of who else is on the Denver Nuggets? You got Aaron Gordon, you got KCP,
Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray.
Porter Jr. Who you got being 3rd out of one of the guys off of Denver or possibly Devin Booker?
Dang, y'all really got me stumped with 3rd because it could go 2 ways.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Booker or I'm blanking on the name. P. It starts with a P.
Porter.
Help me out.
Michael Porter.
Yep.
Michael Porter.
Yeah, I think it could. I could think it could go either way.
Now, I definitely I'm picking up on the Michael Porter one because that could be like a wild card because like he can serve as the X factor because I mean
that's what I'm saying. It can go either way for 3rd.
But see, I don't think under no circumstance can he have a better series than Devin Booker. If he somehow has a better series than Devin Booker, then I mean we got a lot of.
Did I have him at 2?
I got Devin. Honestly,
who did I put at 2?
Jokic.
I got.
Your list was KD, Jokic,
No.
Booker.
I got Jokic at 1, but
Mm-hmm.
my next 2 is KD and Devin Booker, and I'm I'm only giving Jokic the edge over KD simply because Jokic has been playing in Denver almost his whole career. KD has been in a Phoenix Suns jersey since February. So me saying that reigning two-time MVP winner is going to be is going to not be as good as a guy who's been on the team. Obviously, he's an all-time great, but a guy who's been on the team for less than 3 months and played in like maybe 11, 12 games. Me saying that guy's going to be better than a two-time winning MVP, I don't know. But again, he's Kevin Durant, so I mean, of course, he's going to make it. He's definitely going to be second. But I got Devin Booker being third. I mean, when you
I
look
respect
at
that.
yeah, I mean, when you look at what Devin Booker again, like even in this series, if the Denver Nuggets decide to play this type of coverage or on this type of defense on this Suns team, then they're going almost dead in the water. Because obviously, again, Kevin Durant is going to acquire so much attention. You have to devote so much attention to what Kevin Durant can do. But if you're going to do that, then again, Devin Booker, just like this series here, is going to see a lot of one-on-one situations. And even when teams try to bring the trap to Devin Booker, he instantly runs and get out of it, and then you just got a free lane to the hole. So I mean, like I say, just looking at what Phoenix has. Like I said again, Glenn is crazy for saying just in 5 games. I'm never going to forget that, Glenn. You said 5.
I said 6.
You
I changed my
originally
answer to
said
6.
5.
I changed my
First-
answer to 6. But even so, I think Denver's so dominant. I'm not
he's
gonna lie.
hoping.
I kind of blanked out on why I think Denver's so good. They look incredible, and I'm just banking on pissed off Nikola Jokic. But
But I mean,
when I
this
say
is the same
if a
thing.
series goes 6 games, it's never easy. Like
No, not at all.
if it's Denver in 6, that's a back and forth series.
I mean, yeah, this right here. If I was a betting man, this has all the makings to be a 7-game series. Because again, like even with last year, with how Denver exited, you're looking at obviously, he was down. Jokic was down his 2 superstars, with his 2 stars on his team. But many people expected for Jokic to be able to compete more against Golden State. So I mean, obviously with the knock on Jokic being his postseason, non-success, looking at what he's going to be able to do in this next series, he's going into it saying, this is him playing against real competition. And I mean, you're looking at Kevin Durant and Chris Paul, for that matter, obviously including Devin Booker. Chris Paul is running out of time to get himself a championship. So, I mean, you look at it, both sides got a lot that they're playing for. Jokic is obviously playing for basically validating why he's been a 2-time MVP winner. And you got Phoenix Suns, you got Kevin Durant trying to prove he can win his another championship. And you got Chris Paul, who's trying to get himself his very first championship. So that's why I say this has all the makers in the world to be a 7-game series. But I would love to sit here and tell y'all who I think is going to win. I want to go Denver, but it's just very hard for me to discredit Kevin Durant. So, I mean, I don't really know. But, I mean, this right here has all the makers to be 7 games.
So you mentioned Golden State. Where do you see them coming?
Oh, Golden State, I don't even – that's tough. Because they just beat the Kings today, and that was tied 2-2. So that game is guaranteed going 6 games if the next team wins all 2. I don't like Golden State. I'm not a Golden State fan.
It's definitely
Thank
a
you.
hyped up team.
Whenever
Curry has it carried. I'm sorry, but
1,000%. No, that is what it is. But I mean, whenever I feel like with how they operate their team is like disrespectful to basketball, because you go from being the champion to having the worst road record of any ever defending champion ever. Like the road record was abysmal. I mean, obviously with that being coupled with Andrew Wiggins being out, obviously the whole thing that happened at the beginning of the season with Draymond punching Jordan Poole, letting go of Gary Payton just to bring him back. I mean, I said punch, he dropped the elbow. But yeah, I mean, just looking at that, I mean, Jordan, I mean, like I say again, the guys who they're banking on heavy, Kuminga, Jordan Poole, Moody's, they're playing fine. Him and his broom. They're playing okay, but they haven't panned out to be the guys who Golden State want them to be.
Just in case you forgot.
So I mean, I'm not a fan of them, but I mean, I feel like they're in the luckiest spot they can be in right now because they know for a fact that Kings team hasn't. This is the Kings' first playoff series since like 02 ish, I think 07, somewhere in there. So I mean, they've been without playoff experience for a very long time. So it would be just the Warriors' luck, just coming off a championship, still got your core dynasty in peace with Steph, Clay, and Draymond, whatever that's worth. But I mean, still having that in peace, going up against a very inexperienced playoff team with who overachieved by a landslide this year. Nobody expected Sacramento to be in the playoffs. So I mean,
They
that,
ate.
huh?
They ate.
They ate what?
Like they popped off.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. Yeah,
How did you miss
no,
that?
I don't know. I think
Glenn,
I'm like,
not you understand my words and not Jay.
Huh?
no,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I know, right? That's correct. No, I'm thinking 8 seeds.
You didn't
because,
eat
like,
with that.
No, yeah,
Like
I
8?
didn't.
Like the
Yeah.
number?
No,
Yeah, I
no,
was thinking 8
like
seeds.
No,
like they ate.
no, I know, like ATE.
Yeah,
I
like,
I know
they
what Alicia
ate,
was saying. Were you,
like,
Jay? Were
if
you
you
thinking?
Like they ate.
Yeah.
Were
No,
I'm
yeah, I
putting
was
on
thinking
right
that.
now.
Jay was thinking the number 8. I was thinking
No.
AT. Like they
Well, I
ate
just got
feasting.
put on. They ate, so I got an interview tomorrow after I get done. I'm be like, yeah, I ate. So
Yeah.
that's all. I like that.
And
But
you're gonna
right,
eat this interview up.
right. That's that's my job.
Okay.
But yeah. So I mean, just looking at looking at the Warriors, they tied it up 2-2. I was personally expecting it to be 5. I was expecting Kings in 5. But I mean, again, the Lakers, not the Lakers, the Warriors obviously done made it to where it's going to be 6 games minimum. So I mean, I don't really know, but I'm really hoping the Kings can finish this out because I mean, one thing I don't care who win it, the Warriors cannot win again because I feel like their way of playing basketball is just disrespectful to the sport, and I don't want to see them in the finals. I don't think this team,
No.
I don't think Draymond Green hosting another championship
They don't
is the way to
deserve it.
go. Not at all. I mean, like I said, they
You
just
can't
lollygag
have that
through the
road
regular
record.
season. Yeah, I mean, just the road record is horrible. But I mean, on top of that, it's going to get to the point to where I mean, yeah, Steph is obviously without question carrying this squad. Clay comes for the ride every here and there. But I mean, if it's not for Steph, I mean, the rest of this team is just playing very subpar. So, do
I
I
think
expect
they
them?
have a lot of solid players. They're just not really executing it very well.
Not at all. Not at all. And that's very well put. That's literally what it is. Like when you look at the guys again, naming up the name, when you think of Jordan Poole, maybe think of like Jordan Poole from last year, just really coming by storm. Again, Kaminga he's playing better. Like now every time I turn on the game, I'm seeing him, defensively making a stop or getting like a dunk off or something like that. But I mean, yeah, they got guys. But I mean, at the end of the day, just the way that just their consistency isn't there for me. They look good, anytime they're in Oracle, but any given during the regular season, any given Tuesday they'll go play Houston Rockets and they'll lose by like 15. So I mean, obviously it's the NBA, it happens, but looking at the Warriors, I'm hoping that the Kings can do what they got to do to hold them off. But I mean, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the winner of that game goes on to play the winner of the Lakers Lakers Grizzlies. So I mean, do I want to see Steph against LeBron? I mean, I think the Lakers are going to win, of course, but I'm just saying,
No question.
I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, would I rather see Steph play LeBron versus De'Aaron Fox play LeBron? I'd rather see Steph play. I feel like the ratings would be way better. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Have they ever met in the playoffs other than the finals?
No, they've never met in the playoffs other than the
First time
finals.
beating.
Yeah, the first time LeBron was in with the Lakers, he missed the playoffs. The second time was in the bubble, went to win the championship. Third time was the season that the Suns went to go play the Bucks in the finals when they lost. They lost.
The Warriors
obviously,
missed the playoffs that year.
Yep, that was the
Lakers
season.
played
That
the
was the
Suns.
season. Yep, the Lakers were up 2-1. Then AD went down, and then obviously they lost. And then last year was last year, and now we're here. So this will be the first time that we get a chance to see Steph against LeBron in the round of the playoffs. That's not the championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. That would be more better for viewership, but I'm hoping they light the beam 2 more times. First team to lose a road game, the
Yeah,
first team to lose a home game in that series it's over. So I mean, obviously it's
but
kind of not
I
that
don't know
serious
why, man.
as far, but
I'm genuinely feeling like for some odd reason the Warriors are going to pull out this game five against Sacramento in Sacramento. I don't know why I
you
feel
do.
like that. I mean, I don't want them to win. I want the Kings to win, but I just feel like Golden State is going to pull it out because when you look at how well, what's the big guy, Kevin Looney's playing. Like Looney grabbed, like I think he had more offensive rebounds in Game Three.
In
Way more offensive
Sacramento.
rebounds in Game Three. Yeah, exactly.
A, pl-
So I mean,
a
when you're
player
looking
though,
at that,
if they're going to win this series, a player needs to turn it around. I think he's been awful this series. Is Andrew Wiggins. I think if they're going to win
yeah,
that series, I think he's been
Andrew
having a very
Wiggins,
bad series. I like him too.
he's getting better by the game, I would say. But I mean, yeah, he's not playing on par the way he's supposed to be because he's supposed with the Warriors, he's supposed to be that. Okay, you know what? I don't know what he's supposed to be. I'm gonna ask you, who do you feel like in order for the Warriors to win a championship this season, who has to definitively be their second best player? Your mic's muted.
Oh shoot. Okay. Dang. That's tough. Give me the Splash Bro himself. Give me Clay. Give me Clay at
You
number
got
two.
Clay having to be your number two.
Well, yeah, he has to make as far as he has to make the big shots. He has to make big shots, and otherwise he's gonna ball out. But for me, Looney has been the difference maker these last 2 games.
Oh
So I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah. He's been the X
like if
factor.
Jordan Poole hasn't made a splash either of these 2 games, and they've won. Draymond was out game 3. Looney has dominated the boards last 2 games,
Yeah.
and they've won both their games. So for me, it's Clay or Looney because at the end of the day, you still need to make shots, and Clay he's normally known for that. That like 3 minute on the game clock in the fourth, and he hits a big difference making shot. So for me, that's my X factor after Steph.
So you got Clay or Looney. Big Al. I'm gonna ask you. I asked
Clearly, you
him.
disagree with it. I can see in
Oh
your
yeah, thousand
reaction.
percent. I
Like
do.
who the
Yeah,
hell?
1000%.
Y'all,
So,
I hate to break it to you. I was going tinkle while this conversation was going on.
oh
So
no, you're all good. Don't even worry about it. But I asked Glenn this question. Say that we live in a world where in 2023 the Golden State Warriors win the championship again.
okay.
Who do you feel in order for the Golden State Warriors to win the championship? Who do you feel has to be the second best player on their championship run?
Well, who do y'all have going first?
Obviously, Steph. Steph's going to be
Okay.
Steph's going to be the first. Yeah.
Honestly, I might have to agree with Glenn. I know it's a shocker. It's a shocker, y'all. I'm shocked. But
Gee, who could have seen this coming?
no, because I didn't even see this coming. Trust, this is the last thing I want to do, Glenn, is agree with you. But
Good one. Big Al's got some good burns right there. That one.
no, because I'm not trying to burn you.
That leaves a mark right there.
I'm sorry. I
I'm
kissed the
just
bed.
messing with you.
I'm
I'm just messing with you. Well, basically, so you're going with Clay or Looney?
No, not Looney.
You're going with Clay?
Mostly Clay, yeah.
Mark?
Yeah, I think that's what threw me off because you said Looney.
No.
Yeah,
Clay.
I don't agree with either one of you. I don't
Keep
see.
going.
Who would have to be their second best player would either have to be Andrew Wiggins. It's either 3 guys that could be the second best player. That would have to be the second best player. I didn't say who has to be the second best. Either Andrew Wiggins, then Clay, or Jordan Poole. Now, only reason why I say that is because obviously we already know what Clay's going to give. But as far as like having the impact all over the court, Andrew Wiggins is going to have to do that. Like you can't, many people can't play Andrew Wiggins up close because he's going to get to the rim. Like he's going to have to be the second important Golden State Warrior for those guys to go have any type of deep playoff success. Because if they have any deep playoff success, they're going to be like playing next round the Lakers. Who's going to get that LeBron James assignment? It's going to be Andrew Wiggins. If let's say the Suns end up beating Denver, Western Conference Finals, who's going to end up guarding KD? Andrew Wiggins. Say that they go to the finals and it's them against Boston again. Who's going to have to guard Jason Tatum? Andrew Wiggins. So that's why I'm thinking like, in order for the Golden State Warriors, if they want to win a championship, Andrew Wiggins has to fulfill that second role in being their second best player. I don't think Looney can be there. Looney can grab 30 rebounds. He won't be their second best player.
Yeah, no, not him. Thompson, I can see. I also see where you come with Wiggins because he is a very much like I can be there kind of player. But also with Clay, I feel like you know what he's going to bring. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm putting him at second. Because I know what he brings.
No, he's 1,000%. Clay is definitely second or third. I mean, he can't fall. Well, he's second, third, or fourth because again, we
fourth
know
is crazy.
For a fact that,
okay, now you're speaking out of pocket.
I'm not talking best player. I'm not saying best. Obviously, he's a Hall of Fame guy, of course. But I'm saying in order for Golden State to win a championship.
Okay, wait, because you didn't add that into my question. You just said who's coming up second. You didn't add.
Yeah, who's going to have to be the second best player? Yeah, I said who's going to be the second best player if the Golden State Warriors? Because I said like this. I said if we live in a world where the Golden State Warriors are the 2023 champions, who's going to have to be the second best player? Yeah,
no, I'm still going with Clay. I don't care.
I mean, again, he's going to follow.
But fourth is crazy. Fourth is crazy. Put some respect on Clay. Third.
No, I'm saying like, of course we know what Clay's going to do, but I'm saying if Clay's going to have to be their second best player, then I'm almost having to move Andrew Wiggins or Jordan Poole because they got Jordan Poole with hopes that Jordan Poole steps into a bigger role. So if he digresses from being third best, the third most important player on their team last year, all the way down to fourth, and the older guy, Klay Thompson, is going from being the third, fourth behind Wiggins and now being second. If he's going to have to be second, then I feel like Andrew Wiggins and both Jordan Poole has had massive disappointments these postseasons.
Here's why I said Kevin Looney, and I'll give you Kevin Looney, and here's my reason to back it up. In their two losses, Kevin Looney had 7 and 9 boards. Now, in a team like Golden State, when you give Steph Curry, when you give Klay Thompson, when you give even Jordan Poole 2 chances at a 3 in the same possession, they're shooting 50% one way or another. The second one's 9 times out of 10 is going in. In the 2 games they won, he got 20 and 14 boards. So he got an extra 11 boards in the one game and an extra 7 boards in the other. So for me, second chance points are crucial come playoff time. If Looney steps up on the defensive end and offensive board end and gets these guys like Clay, Steph, and Jordan Poole their second chance shots, I definitely think the Warriors are an incredibly tough team to beat. However, Andrew Wiggins, with the defense factor as far as like Gordon LeBron and his ability to be a better offensive player than Kevin Looney, is a good pick. But for me, Jordan Poole, I don't put him in the top. I put him 5. Maybe even 6 after Draymond.
Oh, see, now you're disrespectful. You got him going after Draymond?
I said maybe. I was just throwing it out there. I'll go Jordan Poole 5, Draymond 6.
But I mean, like I said, no. I mean, when you do mention that, but I mean, however, I don't think that the Golden State Warriors are banking on Kevin Looney to have the 2, because those was his 2 best rebounding games I believe he's ever had. Because I mean, I know with that first one, I think he had like 9 assists as well. So I mean, I don't think that the Warriors are banking on, him having that type of impact all playoffs. So I guess, but I mean, in the day though, I'm looking at it like, hopefully, hopefully we don't got to worry about this. Hopefully that the Kings handle their business. But it's looking like if they end up, you're right. All I want to see is that purple beam lighting in there after the game again. But
I want
I
that
mean
beam lit
again,
at least just 2 more times. That's all I want this year. They can get
yeah,
swept the next round for all I care. Just light it 2 more times.
yeah. But I mean again, the Golden State Warriors is the fact that they were down 2-0, and now all of a sudden, I mean, all they did was just protect home court, of course. But like how you said earlier, Glenn, this game is going to be won by whoever can win that first road game. Whichever team can win that first road game is going to be the winner.
100% agree with myself.
Me as well.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a lot of fun and entertainment for sure. Big Al, I have a question for you.
I'm gonna answer.
Permanently, we can go back to basketball if you want, but this was some you mentioned earlier. I saw you obviously been a big part in the voting section of our first ever bracket challenge
And
that we've done. Yes, you are, and you were very excited to go with your picks and see what your favorite top tier one is. So let's see.
Honestly, I know that beer pong's gonna win. Okay, because it's a classic, y'all. But for me, my favorite drinking game was not even on the list. It is who's more likely to. So let me walk you through it. Okay? Can I bring out props?
1,000%.
No holds bar here at the All Out Podcast. You can
No what?
No holds bar at the All Out Podcast. You can do. You got free reign.
Okay. I'm going to bring my lovely assistant, my roommate Tot.
Hello.
She is going.
How you doing?
Baby Mexico. She goes by Baby Mexico.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
I can't show this, sorry.
Okay. So, we're gonna go. And we're gonna go. Sorry, y'all. We're sitting on my bed, so just don't mind. So we're gonna go back to the
Alicia, we lost you there for a sec. Say something again.
Hello?
Yeah, now we can hear.
Okay. So her and I are gonna go back to back, okay? So one of y'all ask us a who's more likely to
I'm
question.
literally failing my math class right now. Like, I hope you guys know this.
Because schoolwork is not important.
She's committed to the goal. Good.
Okay. So you're gonna ask us a who's more likely to question. If I think it's me, I'm gonna drink. If she thinks it's her, she's gonna drink. If we both drink, we have to drink again. So go ahead. Someone say us a who's more likely to question.
Who is more likely to go to the gym 3 times a week?
What if it's none of us?
Okay, I got you. So, who's more likely to go to Chick-fil-A first?
Do you guys kind of see how it works?
Who's more likely to fall off a treadmill?
Can I just shotgun this right here, right now? Because Lynn, roll the clip. How do you insert a clip? Because Jay, do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I'm all new to this.
I'm getting it. Don't worry
Okay.
now.
And is okay, but do your score, please. But so basically, can I give a little backstory? Okay.
Yeah, after I hold my shit.
So I'm sitting there, y'all. Me and my bestie Tot over here. We're at the gym, right? Because we did go. Well, because we were training for a track meet. Okay. So we're training for a track meet because we're gonna do some different events. So we've been going to the gym, whatnot. And I'm walking on the treadmill, right? Like we just got there, like everyone's there, like, and low-key the gym is packed at this time. And so we're there, we're walking, and I'm on the treadmill, I'm on my phone, and I turn to Tot and I go, should I re-download Tinder? You know? And then as soon as I say that, I lose my footing, and in the slowest way possible, I fall off the treadmill. Okay, the slowest fall of my life. So then I'm like, and as I'm like going down in slow-mo, I'm like, wow, this is so embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, because this is such a slow fall. So when I get up, I'm like, you know what? I have to hurry up and get back on. Like, I need to hurry up and get back on so these people here don't think I'm, like, injured. So without thinking, at the bottom, I go to step back on. Instantly, slow-mo, fall back down. Because...
The story's funny. Wait till you see the video.
Just wait till you see the video because it's worse in the video. And I did have to email, Instagram DM my apartment complex for this video. Okay. And I tried to go back on a third time, but I was stopped.
So you basically, I just make sure I'm hearing this right. So you were at the gym contemplating whether should you get Tinder or not back.
And God said no. God said no. And so I did not.
Yeah. Glenn, we probably have to I probably got to see it in person. I can't see it.
Because is there a way to insert?
Yeah, no,
Like
we definitely don't have that technology yet.
Okay.
I'll do what I'll just do. I'm just going to send it to Jay Sean Wilson.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
because I want to see the live reaction, Jay.
Yeah, no problem.
No, you got it. I'm going to watch it again just for
Just for laugh.
No, I'm about to. I just got it. All right, here we go. So
Live reaction, y'all. Live reaction. Because wait, there's more.
Wait, keep watching. It's not done.
Because I did try to go back on it a third time, y'all. Because if y'all want to see it, follow the gram.
Oh.
It'll be on the Instagram story.
Oh man. Hold on, I gotta watch this again. Hold on, wait.
No, because you don't have to.
It's not the first fall, it's the second.
It really is. Because did you see the picture I sent you of the screen grab?
Have you into the full split?
Yeah. Did you send to him?
No, I didn't send him that one.
Because go ahead. And
I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm slowing it down. Like you misstepped. You stepped on the side of the treadmill, not the thing.
But the man running next to me, see how he minded his business as a man should?
Right.
Bro is unfazed. He is committed to that goal.
And
he looked down.
You,
he looked down once and said, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah,
when I tell you, we immediately left the gym afterwards because I was literally 30 seconds in on the treadmill. I was there for 30 seconds and I had a dip because that's embarrassing.
I'm not trying to laugh, but that's crazy.
No, because it is laughable.
I'm not trying to laugh, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I told myself I wasn't gonna laugh, but I mean, you were not exaggerating. That may have been the slowest fall I've ever seen.
Because imagine how I felt during it.
That the fact your legs just literally and it's so crazy because you literally see you leaning over saying something, and I guess you leaned your whole body over and tried to say it, and you stepped on it, and it was just slow fall from there.
And God said, "You will not get Tinder."
That was him working his magic.
It was.
I guess he said the traditional meet somebody in public way, but he said Tinder is not done to you.
Because this is what I hit him with. You got a girlfriend? No. Why not?
Girls are crazy.
You want one?
I guess.
There you go. That's how you respond.
I think that's straight to the point. That's concise.
You might have to sell that because there's a whole bunch of people that do not know how to do that. No, I meant you can use that and make money off it because people don't know what the heck they talking about.
The way I was at Panera the other day, man wasn't even all that, but I was like, okay, like, ask for his number, talking to Tom. I was like, ask for his number. So she's like, she wants your number. I'm like, oh, hell, like, I don't want it. But, so I was like, okay, like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, can I get some extra hummus on that sandwich? Where did I get extra hummus, y'all? It works. Trust.
Hey, okay, I got a question. This is a good
Okay.
one. What is more? So if a guy is a 9, but his wrist game is a 2, goes up to you, and there's a guy who's like a 4, but his wrist game is 7 or 8 and 9. It's up there. Which number are you gonna more likely?
It's all about
Give
how
to.
funny he is. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. It's how funny you are. If you can't make me laugh, I'm sorry, you're gone.
There we go.
If
That's
you, because laugh my draws off. That's almost
That's the most important thing.
ended.
Hey, straight to the point. See, most people don't, they don't know. I don't know, but see, the fact that she has a concise, straight answer.
She had that
If you
ready.
can't make me laugh, you don't mean anything to me. Because one thing about me is I'm a troll. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna troll you. I'm gonna do everything. Like, one thing about me is if I'm gonna laugh. So if you can't make me laugh, you're not worth it.
Do you feel like you're easy to make laugh, or you just want somebody to make you laugh?
I don't think it's honestly. It's like you have to be funny. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do some like dad joke and make me laugh. Like, no. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's all about the way that you like go and like the way that you speak, like the way that you say jokes in conversation. It's not like straight up like jokes. You know what I mean? It's the way that you
Right.
incorporate it into conversation.
Right.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So
Like, I
you
can't
want
have a
okay. So you
serious
want
man.
you want like a guy that's like just naturally funny. You don't want a guy
Yeah.
who's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Okay,
You want-
that makes sense. I
You
guess.
want somebody who writes jokes down and comes up to you and be like, "Hey, let me try this out on your record.
No, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But I
I
did
got
hear
some new
good
material
ones.
here."
No, because just leave.
Hey,
You're not paying for a stand-up comedian. You're just
No. I just want someone who will make me giggle. Like, that's never too much to ask for. And if you can't do that,
Shouldn't be.
fine.
Shouldn't be too much to ask for there. It's a pretty simple task.
Because I'm going to make you
Good.
laugh. You know what I mean? So,
You got to match that level of humor, right?
yeah.
give and take. I'll make you laugh. You make me laugh.
Exactly. That's all a girl
Even exchange.
Exactly. Okay, but
Well,
the question goes back on y'all. A 2 who has a 9 riz or a 9 that has a 2 riz?
Go ahead, Glenn.
No. Here, you take that
Jay,
grenade.
Jay. Why are you putting it on him?
Yeah,
Why
that's
are you
kind of
not
sus,
saying
Jay.
it
You should
all?
probably go first and explain why.
All right.
To be fair, hold up. To be fair, a 2. I don't think I've ever seen a 2, and like I thought I said 4. Look.
Okay, fine. A 4 with a 9 riz or a 9 with a 4 riz?
Does a girl riz guys up or something? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm completely lost. That's why I don't really.
You
think
never
that
had a
happens.
girl riz you up?
I'm 24. First I got a girlfriend, so I don't really the whole riz thing is that's why I was gonna let Glenn go.
He's out
Kinda
of the game,
retired.
y'all.
He's
Out of the
retired.
game,
He's
so-
rusty.
No.
He doesn't have stuff anymore.
Yeah,
Well, we
I hung my jersey up.
can bring Whitney in here. You guys go back and forth.
Hypothetically.
Do it. See what you do.
But hypothetically though, right? We can play the hypothetical game. Yeah, I don't really think I would be. I don't really know. I don't really think I would do anything in that. I don't think I'm used to like girls ever coming up to me. I thought it was the other way around, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
It doesn't
Because
happen
a real man
often,
always
as
talks to you
guys.
first.
So if a girl
That's
comes
what I'm
up,
saying.
if a girl comes up and she makes me laugh like 3 or 4 times, or not even, she just comes up and makes me laugh 3 or 4 times. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. But I mean, I think that happens maybe once every 6 years for guys.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if that was to happen, y'all might as well. Like, I don't know. This is like we might got to cut this part out. But if that happens, I might as well exchange draws, like literally, because a girl isn't
Like guys get so
right, exactly. Like,
guys
I might
get
as well,
complimented
like,
so little
fact.
that like
Exactly.
if they get
Wait, really?
Yeah, if like one time, it's like we remember the time we helped an old lady with our groceries. She said, "Oh, thank you, sweetie." We like cherish that moment from 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, that's like those like the compliments that we get. Like, guys, you get those type of compliments. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. If a girl was to do some craziness like that, I mean, I don't really know, but I guess. Um, how can a girl raise a guy up? Cause
Yeah,
now
what
I'm
is?
curious.
It's so simple. Like what?
Well, if it's by all means, explain.
Yeah, I'm an idiot because I don't know.
You got a girlfriend?
You got Dumb and Dumber over here, not knowing a thing.
we do.
Okay.
Here's my phone.
It's so simple.
And
You
now
have
we're married, 4
and-
kids and 3 dogs, and our
Time
kid
out.
was a bunny, but we couldn't keep it fed it wrong. So
You just. I don't know if that would Jay, would that work on you?
you got a girlfriend? Okay, Jay, hypothetically,
Right, what's up?
you're single, right?
Yeah,
You got a girlfriend?
no.
Why not?
See, I say some dumb stuff, but no, I don't really know. Ain't really looking.
So you want one?
I guess.
Okay, just let me your number then.
Oh man, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I'll probably think of like
You
some
would
clever stuff to
probably
say.
give the number, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
the guy giving number rate is definitely a lot higher than the girl giving number rate.
Right. I mean, hey, listen, in the dating world, I feel like girls,
So
I don't know.
okay,
I got a question.
okay.
If a guy asks for a certain, like, does it matter what a guy asks for? Like, if a guy
Yes.
goes up to you and says, "Hey, I'll take your Instagram. Hey,
Yes.
what's your
Instagram,
Snapchat? What's your number?"
No. Instagram, no. Snapchat, childish. Number, heck yeah.
There you
Numbers
go.
are-
Yeah,
numbers are the way to
1,000%. See, I like how you think. Yeah, I don't think nobody should ask for no Snapchat. First off, I'm 24, so I'm not asking them everything. But yeah, anyways, I don't even be on social media, as y'all can already
You're
tell.
4 years older than me.
Right, exactly. I'm
Because
mad
Instagram,
old.
Although you
You
never
want
on
followers.
Instagram ever.
Instagram, you want
Exactly,
followers.
yeah. You wanna be
Snapchat,
seen,
you're just trying to
so-
flirt, trying to mess with. Instagram, you're trying to be my hut, or not Instagram. Messages, you're trying to actually talk to me.
Right,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, if you're trying to message me, like on Messenger, not Messenger. You know what I mean? Like on messages,
Yeah.
you're actually trying to like get to know me and actually talk to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instagram, you want followers. Snapchat, you're just trying you just want me to be in another hoe in your book.
Jay,
Yeah,
I know
you
you got a
want-
girlfriend,
you
but I'm
just- you
taking
just want
notes
them
because
to-
this is some pretty good stuff.
Because
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead,
I'm the whole
because you have
doctor,
the
yeah.
I know you got it, girl. I'm gonna take notes. This is
Okay,
some pretty
good.
good stuff.
I'm here. Like the
Snapchat.
I co-sign that 1,000%.
Instagram.
Though, if you ever want to actually get to know a girl, and you
ask
actually
for her
want to
number.
definitely ask for a number. Because I mean, if you get an Instagram, you're just gonna fall in that 10,000 of followers she got anyway, and she's not gonna be able to
10,000
distinguish
is
you from the rest
crazy.
of them. Yeah, 10,000, 5,000, however many followers these people have nowadays is absolutely absurd.
25.
Hey, 263 if you're actually all out podcast.
I'm just kidding. I have more than y'all.
Oh yeah, I don't even be. I mean, I don't know if you see my Instagram, but I'm like the most non-social media person.
Have you
ever.
ever seen the old Western movies where it's a ghost town and the tumbleweeds are flying by? Yeah, that's Jay's Instagram.
Yeah, that's me. That's
As
me.
it should. As a man with a girlfriend, as it should.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, it's not even because of like I've never been like a social media guy. Like I can't do it. I can't be enjoying myself and think to myself, let me pull up my phone, take a picture. I just can't do it.
As a man should. Because I guess
yeah,
that's
it
what
is.
if you are.
It's just tough to do that. I don't really think I can do that.
We have been friends for going on 4 years, and we have exactly one photo together.
And that's really how it works. Trust.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Glenn, definitely. You got any? If it sounds like Big Al got some great tips for you. You got any tips?
I'm writing them
Anything
down.
you-
I got my notebook here. I
But
got
see, no,
everything.
Glenn, listen, nah. See, your philosophy is great. The fact that you just go up and you pulled that stunt you did the other day when we was at the place eating.
No,
You
because
waited around?
let's talk about it. Go ahead and walk us through it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Glenn. I'm listening.
Nothing. I mean, ever since like the age 17 or 18, maybe I've taken you're not going to get a hit if you don't swing the bat. So I rather I'd rather strike out swinging than get caught looking. So, I mean, baseball terms, not staring. Everybody else didn't.
I get what you mean, yeah.
But yeah, why not? You just go up and you ask, and you don't just go. You gotta have some form of like Alicia said. You can't just go up. And be like, hey, what's your number?
Okay,
You
hypothetically,
gotta get some form of like some sort of something.
Riz,
Whatever's going on in the
I'm
moment.
sitting here, I need some food. I'm a nice hot girl at a red light. Just sitting here.
Oh Jesus! Now the pressure's on. Well, if this is real life, I'm gonna need like 30 minutes to actually tell myself this is a good idea, and I'm gonna do it. But
Right.
do you understand that this is not? I'm not naturally. This doesn't come to me. I have to sit and process and wait for like 4 things to happen.
Is no. Like the worst I could like.
Well, that whole. I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, no, heck no, ill. What are you talking about? Not a chance. Screenshots. You ever see that meme? Screenshots. Send. Post on story. There's the. Have you? Not speaking from experience, but have you ever seen like you ever see the truck crossing the trail? The meme of the truck crossing the trails, and the train comes in. The worst you can say is no. Screenshot.
Screenshot and send to the group chat.
Right, and then or you are in the group chat. This guy just tried to talk to me, and like one of the girls like that's like the 5th one this week. I don't know why. Like
someone come get their mans.
Right. Yeah.
They got lock him. They got watch him out. Lock him up. But oh jeez, now put me on the spot.
Stay here.
I can use the stuff I use Dockside from time to time. Sometimes I'll go like I'll compliment the what was the one I used the other day? Okay, I'll give you one I used the other day, over spring break. It was a girl was taking a photo of the sunset, so I simply just asked, do you want me to take your picture of the sunset? She goes, oh yeah. So I take a couple pictures, and she goes, how's it look? I said, great, it's perfect. He goes, oh, it's definitely Instagram worthy. I said that. She goes, oh, perfect. I said, she says you better like it. And I said, well, I need your Instagram in order to do that. And she went over and gave me an Instagram. So that's it's all stuff. Okay. It's not like it's like you said, you can't plan it out. It has to be on the fly. If it's
and does
like I don't have a book of. I'm not like
Barney.
I'm not like Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother with the playbook.
Jay, pretend like you're a girl there, eating her, pretend like you're a girl chilling, okay?
I gotta put a wig on. I gotta find one.
Where's the wig? Hey, now Glenn, go
really let your hair down you really picked a good day to have long hair to pick some curls.
Right,
really
I literally we literally just did this, so yep.
Go up and like, do you have a boyfriend?
Well, how about this? How about for the sake of the audience? How about like you do that and I be the
No.
What you like?
Go ahead, Jay. Come on.
Nah.
Okay, fine. I'm staying here.
Jay, this is stuff that comes back and haunts us 20 years from now.
Okay, okay. I'm chilling. You and I are at the same party. Okay. You gotta go up and be like, hey, like, do you have a boyfriend?
Hey, do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Would you want one?
Yes.
There we go. If it was that easy, we'd ask all the time.
Exactly, and that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
But be like, you want one?
Yeah, you got to add that question in there, like, oh, wait a minute, why don't you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, guys are this and this and that and third. Well, I think
how about this? How about this?
Okay, I mean,
is the position of your boyfriend filled? Otherwise, I'd like to apply for that job.
Okay. No.
That's not good.
I thought it was cool too.
You thought it was good too.
That's why you can't get guys' perspectives, because we think everything is cool.
We think everything. Like if Jay said that to me, I'd be like, bro, that's a slam dunk.
Yeah,
you got that.
We would have
go lock that up. And then we're just walking, and just be like Charlie Brown, just.
You gotta be like nonchalant. You gotta be nonchalant.
That was more like.
I feel like we definitely you gotta have confidence. I feel like females like confidence. You gotta approach it with confidence.
And do.
Hey, gee.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
like you don't want that, right?
You fucking sweating out your face.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh my gosh, I've been looking at you this whole time.
Because that's giving stalker. I don't
How about this?
Here. Okay.
How about this? If we were, that is loud. I just got a Windows update right in my headphones. That's loud. All right. Do that. Dang it! Now I'm really. Jay, can you give me something? You gotta have something.
Sahara Desert.
Me?
You said Sahara Desert?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I don't have anything, my guy. Honestly,
You got nothing in your bag?
I'm the most simplest guy in America. I'll see someone. Well,
Yeah.
back in the day, I would see someone. Hey, how you doing? Try to create small conversation, depending on where we at. I was wondering, get straight to the chase here. I was wondering if I could get your number and get to know you a little more. Boom, boom, bam.
Okay. I like that incorporating small talk. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest. You try to do that. But like I said, I feel like you keep the small talk small. I feel like a lot of people try to make the small talk way longer than what it is. Cause in the end of the day, yeah, you want to create small talk, but you also want to get straight to it. Like, I don't want to waste your time here. I actually want to try to get to know you. And this and the third.
Go ahead with that. I want to know you.
I used to do that. I was like, I just want to get a chance to know you or whatever. So,
right.
And I'm like,
all right,
I can't say my record, but yeah, so it's it is what it is. But
your record.
Yeah.
They put your jersey to the rafters. There's number
It's up
5
there,
right
yeah.
up there.
Yeah, put it up.
All right, so. All right, hang on. I just had one down. Okay. Shut up, Jay. Come on, I'm out here. At least I'm swinging the bat here.
Exactly, you got to swing the bat.
Because if you don't swing,
all right, so
you can't hit.
If we were dating and I had a penny for every time I thought about you, I'd have exactly 1 cent. Because you never leave my mind.
That's hard. That's hard.
Let's
That's
go.
not hard. It's corny. That's corny.
Jay, that's what I'm saying, bro. We cannot do that.
No, because low-key, you ate.
I saw that one too.
Exactly. It's so corny that you'll be like,
because I
oh
laugh.
my gosh, here's my number.
Like, all you have to do is make her laugh. Like, you make her laugh, like, that's all that matters.
Right. That's honestly, if you listen to all the old people love stories, that's how they say it. Like, the girl, like, well, he was such a dork, but he made me laugh. And 50 years later, he got like.
And 50 years later, he still makes me laugh, and now we have 6 grandkids.
Right, exactly. And I'm sitting on the, all the money while he looks good making the money type stuff. Like, it always happens. So.
All right. Would this one work on you?
Okay.
You're at a bar or a nightclub, and some. All right, no, I don't have a line. Here, imagine I just handed you a line.
Oh. What's this for?
It's my pickup line. Hi, how are you? I made you laugh.
You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT.
And 8. I don't care. I'm messed up right now. Like, my jaw's off.
You're the GOAT.
I guess you're Jordan. You're retired now, and I'm still doing longevity. I'm doing a lot longer.
Okay, once you said that, I'm dry.
Younger than you. No, I was talking to Jay. I was not.
Oh.
that was a real conversation.
Yes, sir.
But okay, so that's like 3 for 3. It made you laugh, so that was the goal, right?
That's the only goal you have to reach. Men out there, if you're listening to the podcast,
guys, you guys gotta take this advice. Jeez,
you make her laugh.
This is the most informative one we've done.
You're winning.
Right.
Because am I the first female to be featured on the podcast?
You are actually. Yes, you are.
1,000%. I got to give you a round of applause for that one. I appreciate
this is the all-out round of applause.
Got to.
Giving us all these great advice. You've been actually in the most educational one too. This is definitely a top tier one.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely this. And Glenn said
Jay,
this is definitely.
What did he say to you when he said I was coming?
What did Glenn tell me?
What did Glenn say whenever he said I was gonna be featured?
He was like, 9:45. We got to shoot tonight. Got a special guest.
So whenever I joined, what were your thoughts?
When I seen you on, he called me early and he was like, you like basketball. So I was like, cool. Why is Glenn laughing? I don't know why he's laughing. But
because I respect it.
Yeah, because he was like, yeah, 9:45, shoot. And then he called. And he was like, yeah, like literally.
Nobody can see that. Nobody can see that. Screenshot and send it.
Yeah, so then we talked. He was like, yeah, you like basketball? So he's like, okay, we're probably talking a little bit of basketball, of course. And I was like, all right, cool, no problem. And then that was that. I mean, like, but no, I mean, this is definitely been one of those. 1,000%. This is the most educational show we've ever had. Episode 96 is the most educational show. This right here.
Wait, y'all, wait. Based off of last podcast, because I went to a fan. I am a supporter. I'm a fan. Okay. Mother's Day episode. Get your moms on here. I support that idea based off of last episode. Get your moms on here.
She is a listener. Look at that.
Please. Get your moms on here.
When is Mother's Day? When is Mother's Day?
It's the 14th of May.
Word. All right. That definitely sounds like a
plan. And they don't have to talk about sports. Just get them out here talking. Get them. Okay, hear me out. Sexiest man alive debate.
You want us to have that with our mothers?
Yes.
Jay, you down for that? I don't know.
I feel like that'll work. That'll work.
And Will.
Definitely work.
But also, Jay, do you play on the rec team with them?
Yeah, I play on the rec team with them.
Because also, I like the mic up idea.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think that'd be dope. We're also
maybe not the 100th episode, but like as a little like midweek, like here we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, that we thought about that, and we also thought about possibly dressing up as like old school like basketball players. I mess around. I get me like one of those Afro wigs with like with a headband on and like the wristbands and small shorts.
Get the
with some long socks with some Converses on.
For the game or just for fun?
For the game.
For the game.
For the game's good, but just for fun, no.
No, not at all. No. I'm not sitting around.
Like a little skit, no.
But yeah, no, that sounds like something we would definitely try to do. I think the Mother's Day idea is definitely a good.
Mother's Day idea is great. The topic.
Yeah. Yeah. The topic, because you said that your mom is a huge fan of who?
JT Realmuto.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom has a crush on JT Realmuto. So,
I respect it.
He's a great catcher. That's why I like him. But yeah. I'm just watching the Phillies one day. I just hear, "Oh, he is cute." I was like, "Mom, what?"
I would have been like, let's change
as
the channel.
Glenn, the first.
I don't want to watch the Phillies anymore. I started cheering for the Braves that day.
I don't blame you.
No, he needs to. Speaking of baseball, he needs to get on a freaking hitting streak. He's been ice cold. Come on, JT, pick it up. Anyway, but yeah, Mother's Day definitely something we're down for.
Definitely should. I honestly, I really think that'd be a great idea as a Mother's Day special.
Mother's Day special. As an episode, should it be an episode or just a special?
A special.
Okay.
Because y'all need to start getting in more like specials. You know what I mean? Maybe not like full episodes, but maybe like little quick like snippets here and there.
Yeah.
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 Well,
you know, just a little like
we got
a
plenty of
quick
content from tonight.
Hmm?
We got plenty of content from tonight. You guys a lot of good stuff.
Good. I'm glad because I'd like to be featured again because coming up I have more stuff to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. Anytime. No. Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome.
Oh my God, I got the welcome back.
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. Anytime you want to come back, all you gotta do is let either me or Glenn know. And yeah, it's a done deal. So.
And I can text Jay. 9:45.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah, he can just get 9:45. Yes.
9:45 next time is crazy. I just had a sorority thing this time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've cried laughing in a while. I haven't cried laughing in a while. That just
I was at work.
Struck me
when I seen it. Yeah, when I was at work, I just checked and I was like, look, it's 9:45. Guest show tonight. I was all right, cool.
And he just sent a snap back and never responded, so I just slid up again with it.
Oh.
Because I can't see it, Glenn.
All right, here, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, 9:45 tomorrow. We have a guest. I said, bet.
And I bet you weren't expecting me to show up.
That's the amount of prepping we
have.
have.
I mean, Hey, yeah, that is honestly our prep. I mean, yeah, I feel like if he says it, then I feel like we'll have it.
Okay, and we did. I don't care because so my brother, he was in town because he plays AAU basketball,
For real?
and I was like, yeah. And so he was like, and I was like, yo, like y'all, like I'm on this like sports podcast, like I don't know what to talk about, and they did give me talking points, I will say,
They did get you
Nope.
talking about. Yeah.
and they were in my notes app, like I said, and it worked. Like I ate, like I don't care
Yeah, no, you definitely did your thing on this one.
because
Yeah.
did I sound knowledgeable?
Absolutely. You made more sense than Jay normally does.
Hey, I don't really make no sense, so
No, because you were knowledgeable, Jay. Like, because some people
Jay
you were
knows his stuff. I'm just
listening.
kidding. I had a
No, you
brain
did.
I had a brain malfunction when Jay asked me, "Why do you have the Nuggets winning?" I went, "Oh Jesus, why do I have the Nuggets
Because
winning?"
why do you?
I had a
I
brain
was
malfunction.
because some stuff I did make up, y'all. Some stuff I did make up.
We couldn't tell.
it's all good. Yeah, exactly. Again, for the average listener, they couldn't tell.
Exactly.
There we go.
Because I got my 2 people listening.
We got it. That's perfect.
Actually, 3. 3.
You
I'm
have
at 3 now, Glenn.
You had 3. Word.
I'm at 3.
Word.
1 on Spotify and 2 on Instagram.
That's a dub. There we go. Gotta love it. That's awesome. Big Al, this has been another top tier episode, without a doubt. You absolutely killed it. And we gave you one round of applause, all around applause. We're going to give you another all out round of applause tonight. It was top tier, without a doubt. And yeah, we love the support. We appreciate it. We're glad we were able to get you on tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
Definitely. Anytime you want to come back, just let us know.
No, y'all let me know.
No problem. We can
I'm
do that
down
too.
anytime.
That sounds like a plan.
Cool.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, that will wrap us up from this great episode tonight. Stay tuned for a bunch of clips coming from tonight's episode, and we're gonna take a bunch of suggestions that Big Al gave us, both for the show and for me, my Riz game. I might have to
Gotta work on the Riz game.
Gotta work on that Riz game too.
I think I have horrible Riz games, so I am not working.
Well, fortunately, you're off season. You're in the off season for a while.
As he should.
I'm off the book, so
You're off the books. You're like the assistant coach that used to play, and you're now back.
Yeah,
player
exactly.
development. You're in player development.
I'm like Tim Duncan. I don't won my rings. I'm just helping. I'm just help coach.
There we go. Perfect.
So,
Well, yeah. Jay, Big Al, y'all have a great rest of your night, and we will see y'all soon.
Likewise.
Unreal.
Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. We will see y'all soon. Okay.
All right.
Yep.